Okay, so we finally got some news on Disney Plus, which is Disney's new streaming service. We got release dates, pricing, all of that good stuff. They were talking about it on their Twitter. The reason I wanted to make sure I did a video on this was because people have been asking me before about how I felt about it, and I was a little indifferent on it as far as the implications because I didn't really know with all of these mergers and Disney basically getting the rights to a lot of these characters when it comes to the comic book stuff, which is all I care about. I don't care about all the other stuff for the most part. I do think that now that we're getting some more news, there's something to take from it, that there is a positive. I'm not going to be too negative on this because I do think that there's some upside. Check this out. Unfortunately, the first news that they released was that Captain Marvel, that movie, will be available on Disney Plus. I don't care about any of that. But let's get to the stuff that matters. I don't care about the Frozen stuff or any of this garbage. Here's where it gets good. We got 3 tweets here. Marvel fans unite. Elizabeth Olsen. Um, Basically, what's going to happen is the actors that play Scarlet Witch and the Vision are going to have their own series called WandaVision. Also, Anthony Mackie, who plays the Falcon, as well as Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier, Bucky, will have their own series on Disney Plus as well. And Loki will get his own series, which is awesome. So, now you might not care. I am interested in the Vision and Wanda thing. I'm very interested in that. Certainly, Scarlet Witch, Vision. I would love to see a series based on that. I do think that if the idea was that Marvel wanted to get behind a female character in the current Marvel Cinematic Universe, they should have got behind Scarlet Witch instead of Captain Marvel. But so I believe it's going to be $6.99 if I'm not mistaken, and it's dropping sometime in November. So we're some months away. But what does this mean? Let's wrap this up as far as what it actually means. It confirms, which we already sort of knew, but it for sure confirms that they have all the intentions going into the next phase when it comes to the cinematic universe and expanding, now that they have their own streaming service, and expanding on the universe from a TV side of things, not movies. I think that is good. I think that is a great thing. This means we can get more characters introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, again, I don't know how this is going to work in terms of contractual obligations between some of these characters crossing from film over into TV and back and forth. I don't know what exactly that's going to imply. I'm pretty sure they'll figure that out. But I think it's a positive thing in the sense that now they're going to be able to introduce other characters into these different series, stuff that they can't cram into these movies. And because you take those 2 characters, for example, now I don't know what time and place this is going to be set. I don't know any details on this, but you do take these characters that exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that are clearly going back and being expanded upon in terms of they're going to use, because these are more so side characters, as it's not like the core main guys. So they're going to be more so expanded upon in these TV shows that are going to be on this streaming service. However, what this does mean is that there's 100% no excuse, if because they're confirming that they're willing to do this, that they're going to do this. There's no excuse to not develop these characters, and there's certainly no excuse to bring in other characters that are important to some of the arcs that they generally reference when it comes to the actual source material. Now, before some noob is in the comment talking about, oh, it doesn't need to be exactly like the comics, I'm not saying that. I have to say that in every video because there's always some idiot, different universe, you know? But, like, for example, if this existed, if Disney had these characters and this existed prior to, let's say at the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I would have even criticized them even more. You think I'm critical of them now, considering the shoehorn of Captain Marvel? I would have been even more critical of them because they could have used those TV shows to bring in guys like the Adam Warlocks of the world that were important to some of these, like the Infinity Gauntlet arc, the arcs that they're expanding upon. And now I believe they have the rights to these characters. So we're talking maybe some X-Men stuff, shows, animated as well as live action. I haven't even gotten into the animation stuff that they can get into. But the live action thing, what this implies or what this means, and this is the positive thing, no matter how you feel about Disney having these characters, the positive, I guess, is that it gives them a medium to expand upon some of the same characters that are being utilized in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which will allow them to bring other ones. Maybe they don't want to introduce guys in the films yet. They can introduce them in the actual shows. I like that. Now, in the same respects, that means that they have to do a great job. Or it's no, hold on, let's see. Let me backtrack. That means that there's no excuse for them to get things done, develop characters, and bring in new characters that they have the rights to. That, again, are not only important to some of these arcs, but characters that are important to some of the individual characters. So I like it. I wonder what you guys think. That's what we'll talk about in the chat. Because I know a lot of people are kind of indifferent. Some people hated the Disney merger because they saw what Disney has done to Star Wars, and I get all of that. I get that 100%. So I'm not saying that this is going to be a home run. I'm saying that it can be a home run. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what all is going to happen, obviously, but I love the idea of these characters that are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, some of which are a lot of side characters, are being crossed over into TV, which means they can be expanded upon a lot more than what they individually could in the actual movies. So what do you guys think? I like it. I do like this idea. It confirmed what I wonder what they're going to do with this Loki thing, but it does confirm what I already initially thought was going to be a part of Disney Plus. But I wonder where you guys are at with it. I wonder where you guys are at with it. So let me know in the chat. Until next time, man. Y'all be easy.